What's next? What is next, guys? Oh, you want to do the industry plants one, right? Okay, that's the one. Industry plants that failed. That's pretty interesting. All right, I'm ready for this.
Industry plants are artists that are planted in the music industry by labels or other important people. Sometimes they can be hard.
I was thinking about doing more like video essay sort of videos like this, but I don't know.
Sometimes it
would attract a larger audience. More people would be interested in these sort of videos versus just stuff that's strictly like music production.
Painfully obvious and generic, which can deter people from wanting to listen. And those are the people that we're going to be checking out today. So today I have gathered 4 artists that were planted in the music industry but failed to grow. But first, let's quickly define what an industry plant is. So the term industry plant is thrown around all the time with tons of people giving it different definitions.
Everyone lists their assumed industry plants. Number 1, Weaver Beats. All the people that got face tats for this are now like, fuck, true.
Definitions. For example, when you Google industry plant, the definition is artists who have
Ice Spice is an industry plant. I have a few plants in my garden. I do too.
Just started in the industry and are then picked up by a major label and groomed to be a star. But the issue with this definition and many similar ones is that it can be applied to a lot of artists. The whole point of a label picking up an artist in the first place is to help them blow up. A better definition is an artist who is a major/indie label backing their
But I think like they're pretending to not be like a part of a label. I think that's really the main thing here.
Movement, but presents themselves as a homegrown startup to create the illusion of an organic following. But the issue with this definition too is that whether or not you're an industry plant, a lot of artists aren't very talkative about their label, and a lot of artists like to run with the did it on my own narrative.
Oh yeah, about Ice Spice being an industry plant, maybe, but I mean, I don't think she's like hiding the fact that she's a part of label, right? But there definitely is something weird about her rise to stardom, at least in my opinion. There's definitely something off about it.
So that doesn't really
usually they can't because of NDAs.
Help narrow down the list. However, for the sake of this video, I'm going to define industry plants as artists who sign early in their careers and have their image created mostly by the label as some sort of marketing gimmick.
I feel like that's a fair definition as well too.
What I mean by this is that these artists have their personality, their music, and their style tailored to a certain audience, which typically comes off as very inauthentic. You'll see what I mean as we go throughout the rest of the video, so let's start off with one of the most notorious industry plants that there is, Jumex. So Jumex is
I have no idea who that is.
One of the first artists that people tend to think of when it comes to industry plants. He's an artist who started blowing up in 2019 after the release of his song Loner. However, it was pretty apparent right off the bat after the release of his first song Trapped that he was an industry plant. The song was a cookie cutter yell rap song where he's yelling the hook and then he raps a verse while forcing his voice to sound like this. The chorus was
oh my god,
these lyrics repeated
corpse husband
over and over again. I'm trapped and I can't get out, so might as well get high. I'm trapped and I can't get out, so might as well just die. And I don't mind mediocre lyrics and stuff being repeated. Like Lil Pump is a good example, but at least Lil Pump had some sort of character and some charisma that made the song fun. Jumex's song was just, hey, X is popular, let me try to copy that. But the reason it was apparent that he was an industry plant because of this song is because it was his first song and it had a music video directed by ex-Odd Future member Taco, who's pretty up there in the music industry. And he was
dude, I like, oh my god, I wonder if he was the one that screenshotted this. He's like, just like that shit, just like that shit. Oh, you can't see it. Wait, oh, can you guys see it? Damn it. Wait, hold on. He's like, yeah, just like that. I feel like Taco directing it though isn't really the biggest like gotcha moment, you know?
Video directed by ex-Odd Future member Taco, who's pretty up there in the music industry. And he was already signed when this song was released. So then it begs the question, how did Jumex get planted? Well, Jumex was your average high school SoundCloud.
That is super random. Ice Spice got that booty plus she young. No comment.
Rapper who was fascinated
Jumex, Taco, I'm just getting hungry
by music from artists like Lil Peep, X, and others. He was releasing some music before he was planted, but it was even worse than
before he was planted.
His newer stuff.
You were never there, hearts broken to
this sounds like ass. This sounds like if Lil Peep was deaf.
There, I saw you in the summer, just a girl with long hair.
It just sounded like some Lil Peep inspired music with poor production. And that's how all his
I mean, it wasn't just poor production, it was poor mixing and everything.
Music was at the time. And on top of that, he was trying to look the part of a SoundCloud rapper as well. However, he went somewhat viral after posting a video online where he was smoking in his class and yelling World Star. This
yes. If Dissonance was an emo teenager, it sounds like it was made by someone on BWB Discord. Alright, relax here. Relax here. Don't talk about my Discord, my favorite Discord.
This video caught the attention of Bradley Scoffern. Bradley Scoffern is a guy who's worked a lot with Odd Future. He used to help manage Tyler the Creator and worked with Golfwang. He had been working with them as early on as 2012 and also worked as a carnival director at Camp Flognaw. So people theorized that Bradley found Jumex from this video, heard his music, decided to invest in him, hooked him up with some
Why would you hear that and be like, I'm gonna invest in this guy? You know what? This guy's gonna go somewhere great. A&R saw that video and was like, yeah, let's use this fucking kid.
industry connections, and therefore planted him in the music industry. People have also said that the label he was with, Corton Records, was created by Bradley, made to look like some indie label, even though there was tons of money behind it. Like I said, this isn't a confirmed fact, it's just speculation, but it would make a lot of sense as to how Jumex got all these industry connections. People also theorized that Bradley had Taco direct his first music video and song, and Taco even played it during his DJ set at Camp Flognaw in 2018. His following song, Loner, was released shortly after Trapped, and he had writing assistance from I Love McConan, who actually helped him on a bunch of other songs, which is kind of sad when the songwriting is so terrible. There's also screenshots of Jumex asking people to write him a song about flexing but emotionally. He got
flexing but emotionally.
a genius
Get money, but I'm fucking sad. Oh.
interview for this song, and people clowned on it, with top comments like, Jumex looks like a Monster Energy can personified. Jumex also did this thing where he would
That is goddamn, dude. This video just proves that half the music industry is actually deaf. It is deaf and dead. They need a reason to use their budget so they could get more money next quarter. You haven't seen sad like me. Nobody's sadder than me.
just glamorize being sad because it was trendy, really trying to appeal to the emo type of community. So with a little bit of digging, it's
Sad as fucking got like all those like edgy fucking patterns and shit on
pretty
you.
obvious that he was planted in the music
Do you like me now? You might as well just say on the shirt, do you like me now?
industry. And after releasing some EPs and singles throughout 2019 and
I'm so sad, bro.
2021, collaborating with people like Lil Xan and Travis Barker, it seems like he parted ways with Corton Records. His numbers started slowing down, and Corton probably realized that their investments had failed, so it's likely that they pulled out, or
Like, we can't save this kid.
maybe Jumex left them, I'm not sure. So as of now, he's been releasing his latest songs independently with little to no success. I honestly think that the reason he failed is because his first impression was so terrible. The music wasn't great right off the bat, and the industry plant thing was so apparent. In my opinion, his music did get a lot better over time, but because people had these preconceived notions about
Jumex? Wait, hold on. Let's look this up. Let's look this up here. Jumex. All right, let's see. Newest song. All right, let's hear it. It's like out of key right off the bat. Maybe you should make the Do You Like Me Now merch. Maybe. Not just drywall. Gotta admit, I really love the idea of a song about flexing, but emotionally. Maybe like ironically, yeah. I mean, this is better than the other stuff. It's better than the other stuff. It definitely seems like he did get better. He's right. Out of key is intentional. Come on, Weaver. Oh, yeah, you're right.
didn't really want to check his newer stuff out. And that brings us to our next notorious industry
Wait,
plant.
is Jumex is a juice? I've never seen that here in Hawaii. Jumex juice. Oh, yeah. Huh. Yeah, I've never seen that here.
Baby Goth. So Baby
Maybe he was trying to use the SEO.
Goth is an artist that just appeared once.
It's a really good Mexican drink. Dude, I like that Attack on Titan edit there.
She popped onto the scene when she was featured on Trippie Redd's album A Love Letter to You 3 on November 9th of 2018. Shortly after that, she released her first song, Swimming, with Trippie Redd and Lil Xan. So right off the
They got them in every Hispanic section of Walmart. Yeah, see, I live in Hawaii. We don't have that here, I don't think. I need to listen to more than rap because I never heard of these artists. You rock, Weaver, my dude. Thanks, Mr. Lovecraft 420.
it's like an industry plant. I mean, her first song
He's just so sad. He was out of key. It was an artistic choice. Okay, I see what you're saying though. How has Jumex not sued him? Probably because he's not big enough, man.
wasn't even out and she was already on Trippie Redd's album, but there's a bit more to the story. Before she became Baby Goth, she was always really into music. She started making
He's got the music from Death Note here.
music under the name Bria Bueno
It's like L's theme or something.
and had been doing covers and releasing her own music. She was even with an indie label called Rewind Records.
I can't remember. There was like I don't think it's Baby Goth. Maybe it's somebody else. But there was like this like known chick artist. She like on a bed at a hotel on purpose or something. I can't remember her name. It was something like that though. I don't think it was Baby Goth. It was something similar to that though.
In 2016, she put
When I Live in Hawaii Weaver merch, that's my kind of girl. I hope not. Maybe he's funded by Jumex to increase juice sales. Ah, Amber Heard. No, it's not Amber Heard. No, that's she also did that. Apparently that's a pretty common thing, man.
posted an Indiegogo campaign with the attempt to raise money
Who was that band that would always take a shit on stage? I don't fucking know.
so she could make an EP. Unfortunately, though, she
Do they just like do it so like the next band will step on it afterwards? So like are they just trying to like fuck up shit for the next band? Amber Turd. No, it wasn't Amber Heard. That she also did that too though.
only raised $320 out of her
Apparently that's a really common thing though. I don't know. Gigi Allen, maybe. All the girls in LA show they want you that way. Maybe.
$14,000 goal. Eventually, she was able to release her EP called Babyface, which was more like a pop-sounding project that was actually pretty decent. She had a pretty good voice, and I think she could have had more potential with that had she not rebranded. Baby Goth was doing a ton of things to try to get noticed.
She looks like she's like 15. Well, not there, but but in that other picture.
And she claims that she was eventually noticed by some people in the industry.
Why do all the industry plants have fucking face tattoos? They have the same exact face tattoo. I'm noticing a trend here. Wait, look at this. Right, let me just switch this. See, these all three people in this picture here have a similar face tattoo. Interesting, right? The little Xan signature. Bigger the deuce, the harder the love. There was a band that takes on stage. Do they at least clean it up after? Dude, I wouldn't want to be in the audience when they do that. The dog did that. What if that's what happened? The dog did it every time and these chicks are just getting framed.
Who found her on their Explore page on Instagram. She then signed to Republic Records, which is a branch of UMG, which is
definitely shitting on my ops bed one day. Yo, you right, under eye and corner face. Yeah.
one of the big 3 record labels in the music industry. And
maybe they're like, you know what? This works. This worked for Lil Xan. This will work for us.
when she got signed, she underwent a huge rebrand, covering up her previous career and creating a new image, which is a theme we see among many other industry plants. Her new image was face tattoos, flexing money, and posing with her and her label were also seemingly hiding the fact that she had a husband and 2 kids, so clearly her label was trying to make her appeal.
Adam 22 gives me weird vibes. Yeah, let's not even get started there. I will not be going to that show, Weaver. Maybe it's like an Agent 47 number kind of thing. Gigi Allen was the most outrageous performer ever. Look him up. Shitting on the stage was just part of it.
To a certain audience, which
Adam 16, I see what you did there.
like I said earlier, is a marketing gimmick.
He's a creep.
Baby Goth began blowing up after her first few songs. However, though, shortly after she started releasing music, she was exposed by...
Dude, I miss Progress, man. I don't know if you guys ever used to watch Progress, but he would upload videos exposing like industry plants and stuff like that. And then one day he just started uploading crypto videos and he disappeared. Haven't heard from him since.
YouTuber named Progress, who basically proved she was an industry plant. He even found a video of one of her managers saying himself that he made her entire image and brand. He said that she was like a potato with no personality.
Did he get Clintoned? I don't think so.
Favorite one.
She has no personality. So I was like, since a person can't speak, you got to make them look cool, right? So we get a cool name, right? All we had to do.
It's kind of hard to trust a guy when he's giving you information, when he's like shooting it from like the worst angle ever. He's like, yeah, you can't trust her. And he's like just shooting from like down, like at his crotch. He's got the camera in his crotch. He's basically holding it with his legs. And he's like, yeah, you can't trust her. I don't know. Whenever people can't do like a proper, like even like close to a proper camera angle, I'm like, what's going on here? Like, why are you filming it like this? Crypto guys steal channels like that. No, it wasn't. His channel didn't get hijacked. He intentionally uploaded crypto videos.
Get face tats, because all these artists got face tats, right? So you build a aesthetic, you build a brand, right? So when she walks into the office, she looks cool. You know what I mean? That's all labels want.
And that was insane to see. I cannot believe that he admitted that online for people to see. And honestly, her music as Baby Goth wasn't even that bad. Like, I'm not gonna go listen to it personally, but that brings me to another point that I want to make in this video. At the end of the day, in my opinion, if the music's good, that's all that matters. Anyways, she released an EP and continued releasing music throughout 2020.
This just looks so out of place here. I don't know why they thought this was a good album cover idea. Everything about it doesn't look like cohesive. You know what I mean? She sticks out, the font sticks out, it all sticks out. Like, it doesn't really make any sense. Only cringer thing would be if they give these artists Astro Boy boots.
20, including a song with Slim Jimmy. But as she kept releasing, her numbers continued going down. The fact that she was an industry plant and her music seems so inauthentic is most likely the reason why her career didn't work out. She's been teasing new music to this day, but has not released anything since 2020. Our next industry plant is some... Sorry guys, 1 second. Hey, what's up, man?
Hey man, I'm watching your new video and I love your shirt.
How are you seeing the video? I'm filming it right now. It's not even out.
Don't worry about it. Anyway,
This is an ad for his shirt.
where'd you get that shirt?
Well, I got this industry plant themed shirt that I'm conveniently wearing in my video about industry plants on www.mattyballz.com. These shirts actually come in 4 designs. The original, the purple plant, the pastel plant,
I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at
and
this.
the one that I'm wearing in this video, the cloudy day. Each design comes in black and white and is printed on a high
That's actually kind of a dope shirt idea.
quality t-shirt made 100% out of cotton.
Wow, that sounds fire as f.
They sure are, man.
I don't know about the Joe Biden ad.
And they're the perfect shirts for summer, which
Shirt's kind of dope though.
is just right around the corner. For the low price of
That's the real Joe Biden. Oh, well, if you say so.
$30, you can get yourself a shirt. And guess what, man? To incentivize viewers to watch to the end,
The way he's talking to the phone, that's not how you would talk into a phone at all. Like, you do this. It's like this. This is how you talk into a phone, man. It's like you're using your speaker phone, but it doesn't like the speaker doesn't work very good or something.
3 one-time use.
Play Baby Goth music. I want to see your reaction live. Okay. Weaver's an Android user. Oh no, shut the fuck up. You shut your goddamn mouth. Okay. All right, let's see Baby Goth. How many listeners does she have? She's still got, wow, she only has 43K? That's crazy. I've had more than this at one point. Dude, she has a couple pretty decent features. Wiz Khalifa, Trippie Redd, Lil Xan. What song should we listen to, guys? Let's see. Where's the music? Where's the music? Android, LOD. Yeah, it's because you guys aren't donating enough money. I need more money for you guys to get fries so I can buy an Apple, okay? It's your fault, okay? It's your fault.
Like my whip was.
It's alright. Okay, let me hear a couple more. Why is it taking so long to load? No, Weaver, you took our money and bought an Android, sicko? Nah, dude, I had this before I was streaming. Stop the cap. Turn it off. Yeah, it's not great. It's not great.
Codes throughout the rest of the video that
I mean, it was better than the other guy's his early shit.
either give you free shipping, 15% off, or even 50% off.
Weaver asked YouTube to pay him in Android phones. Man flipped the push 3 and bought a Samsung Galaxy. You're capping, dude. It did not happen in that order.
Dia's genius.
Yeah, I totally didn't steal it from other YouTubers. But yeah, hopefully they don't find them so I don't lose more money. Anyways, bro, I gotta finish this video, so I'll catch you later.
Sounds good, man. I tell you what, back in Scranton, I was going to get some chocolate chip ice cream on my bicycle.
Just hang up on him.
I tell you. Bicycles, they're a wonderful thing.
Yeah, whatever, man. I gotta go. So yeah, I came up
Should have just hung up. It would have been funnier if he just hung up. He's just like talking to the story about bicycles. He's like, dude.
Lego and Swaggy Supply Co. wonderfully executed it. So if you want to support the channel, this would be a really good way, and I'd really appreciate it. Once again, it's mattyballz.com.
Well, if he really appreciates it. Honestly, that shirt was kind of nice. I actually I might buy that.
Remember? So yeah, make sure to check out the shirts if you're interested. Anyways, back to the video. Our next industry plant is someone with one of the most fascinating origins out of anyone else on
Oh, wait, dude, that shirt will be great because then I could be like, guys, I'm an industry plant, so now I'm contractually obligated to wear this shirt.
this list, and his name is Smiles. So Smiles is a rapper whose name may sound familiar because he was featured on 6ix9ine's album Tattletales on the song Charlie. He released his
Is that the guy? Oh, no, that's someone else. Okay, I'm thinking of the guy with that has like a tattoo of like a smile.
first song is Smiles a day before that 6ix9ine song came out and has been releasing music consistently ever since. He hasn't seen much success and has only
Oh my god, he's got the Snoop Dogg feature. Dude, Snoop Dogg will like literally, if you throw him $5,000 or whatever his cost is, he will do the feature for anyone. He does not give a shit. I could get a Snoop Dogg Stitches. That's who I was thinking of. I could get a Snoop Dogg feature if I'm willing to spend the money. Dude, look how far away he's standing from him.
been releasing
I think it's green
music
screen though.
consistently ever since. He hasn't seen much success and has
He's like, yeah, I don't want to be near this motherfucker.
only had one song since then crack 1 million plays, and that was a song featuring Snoop Dogg called
That's how Snoop Dogg could pay for iPhones.
Happy. So how did an extremely small rapper get featured on 6ix9ine's album and get a feature from Snoop Dogg?
Money, dude.
He's got to be an industry plant, right? Well,
Nah, dude. I mean, anyone can get a feature from Snoop Dogg. What's his name? Corey Feldman has a song with Snoop Dogg. Yeah. Okay, you already know in the chat. It must be because you watch Fantano.
I can't say whether or
That's one of my favorite Fantano videos.
not he's a traditional industry plant because he's had a career spanning over a decade before becoming Smiles. But I do consider
We should actually maybe watch that on stream one day. Him reviewing Corey Feldman's album. That might actually be a pretty good stream.
him an industry plant of some sort, and you'll understand why after I explain it. So I think we should start with Smiles' dad. His dad is a man by the name of Bruno Mascalo, who is a multi-millionaire with an estimated net worth of $575 million. Now, the
Easy.
reason I think this guy's his dad is
Easy Snoop Dogg feature there.
for 3 reasons. 1, he follows Smiles and a Smiles fan page on Instagram. 2, they both have the same name. 3, he mentioned in an interview he has a son in a rock band in LA. And you may be wondering, isn't Smiles a rapper? Why'd you say that he's in a rock band? Well, that article is from 2011, when Smiles was in a rock band by the name of Drive A. He was the lead vocalist and guitarist, and I'm not gonna lie, their music was pretty solid. The band was formed in 2007 and put out music until 2011. They released 2 full-length albums and they were actually pretty successful. Drive A has a music video with over 160,000 views, and there's a ton of people in the comments saying that they actually missed the band or that they saw them live on tour with other bands. However, I can hardly find any information about this group, and after breaking up in 2011, Smiles joined another band called
Weaver do a sub goal for Snoop to hop on Follow Me. Oh my god. That's actually fucking hilarious. Dude, how much would that cost though? I'm pretty sure it's a Snoop Dogg feature's like at least like 20 grand. Let me just see what happens. Snoop Dogg feature costs. There's no way we're gonna get an answer. Oh, we got an answer. What the fuck? It's 250 grand, dude. Okay, there's no way we're ever hitting that sub goal. There's no way in hell. I don't even think I've made 250 grand in my lifetime. Okay, here it says 500,000. 250 grand. 250 grand, man.
Raw Fabrics under the name Jack Franco. They started the band in 2011
250 G's, dude.
and
That's for a future and a music video, was it? No, it says that price would get you around 16 bars. I like how it's just like around 16 bar. I can't even confirm it's a full 16, but you guys send me 250K. Wait, let's look at this real quickly here. Skrillex, he used to do rock. Are you serious, dude? Are you serious? He was the lead singer from first to last. Like, that's no meme. He was. Okay, if you want him to appear in your music video, it'll be an extra 250K. So it's gonna be 500K for the around 16 bars and for the music video. How much is 10 seconds of Cardi feature? Probably just as much.
by 2014 2014, the band had just finished a nationwide tour that they headlined and then released their debut EP, Gold Handcuffs. In 2015, after releasing their second EP, it seems like the band split, leaving just Jack Franco, who is now going by Jack Bruno. He was also struggling with drugs, which may have had a hand in that. Jack Bruno was active as Raw Fabrics until 2016, when he decided
See that, man? Cupping the goddamn mic.
had a hand in that. Jack Bruno
Cupping the goddamn mic, man.
was active as Raw Fabrics until 2016.
Cedric the Entertainer's 5K. All right, well, I think we know who to reach out to.
Decided to go solo as Jack Bruno, but instead of making rock music, he made rap music. I believe he started releasing rap music in 2017, and that's when his career got extra weird. He had songs featuring famous Dex, who was super hot at the time, and he also had a song with Playboy Carti. For some reason, some of his music was released as 92 Jack, so it seems like he's been having identity issues throughout his career. Regardless, he was somehow very involved in the industry and had
I just can't get over that a Snoop Dogg feature costs $250K.
tons of connections.
There is no way you're getting your money back on that.
He's open for artists like Wiz Khalifa, Juice WRLD.
Like, you're just taking a massive L there. Snoop has a cameo, right? Just get a sentence out of him and auto-tune it. That's not a bad idea, but I think you're gonna you might get hit with a lawsuit for that. A feature with Project Pat, just get AI to do voiceovers for free. True. Get that Snoop Dogg feature for free.
Lil Pump, Lil Skies, 6ix9ine, and Ray Shremmerd. It's left a lot of people wondering how he was able to get these connections, and I've seen some people speculating that he paid for them. And that would make sense since no one really knew who he was, and he was even booed off stage at some points. I feel bad for how hard he was clowned on, but the music was kind of cringy, like this live Dunkin' Donuts performance he did.
Trying to eat a diet.
Yes. So wait, we gotta hear this.
Eat a diet, then you eat a donut. When you're trying to stay sane, then you up and go nuts.
Anyways, he released a lot of music
I mean, I need to hear more of that, but yeah, it didn't sound great.
as Jack Bruno, although most of it's been deleted from streaming services. But then in 2020, Jack Bruno again rebranded to Smiles, whose persona was essentially that of a 2010 smiley face emoji. It seemed like he was trying to have a similar image to 6ix9ine. He came out as Smiles under Create Music Group, which is the same group that has worked with 6ix9ine, YNW Melly, and more. So people speculate that the reason he has all of these connections isn't because a label scooped him up and tried to make him an industry plant, but instead people speculate that he's just asking his dad for money so he can pay for these extremely expensive
He's
features
a daddy plant.
and pay to open for people on tour. So that's why I'd say he isn't
Project Pat feature would go wild. I wonder how much that costs. Wait, let's look it up. I can't believe we got the cost of a Snoop Dogg feature. Dude, around 16 bars. I can't believe it's just around 16 bars. Project Pat feature cost. Let's see. How much does it cost to book Glorilla? Oh, only 30K. Oh, it costs way more than 30K. Okay. I don't know, man. I don't know if we could see that. These are just booking fees. I don't know if that doesn't, I don't think that's the same thing. This looks like you're gonna get scammed right here. This looks like a scam.
a traditional industry plant. It's more like he used his dad's
How much
money
is a Weaver Beats feat? 500K.
to actually plant himself in the music industry. And since he only has 18,000 monthly
That's it.
listeners, despite
That's
all of
it.
these,
Wait, hold on. I'm almost beating him. Let me check. Guys, run out my numbers. Come on. We need to beat Smiles. We need to beat Smiles. 16,900. All right. Maybe someday. You know, for a while I had like 40 or 50, but I took off some playlists, so did some damage there.
features and connections, I'd say it's been a failed attempt. So yeah, Smiles' career is crazy and I haven't seen anything like this, so maybe I'll do a full video about it one day in depth. And that brings us to our final industry plant, Icy Narco.
I'm Icy Narco, and I deserve to be the XXL freshman because I taught SpongeBob how to play the clarinet.
Does he mean Squidward? Oh man, Weaver Beats feature or Snoop Dogg around 16 bars in the music video. The choice is too hard. This guy looks like Tokyo Hotel. I mean, they both just look like freaking Lil Pump, man.
Main success of the SoundCloud era had labels foaming at the mouth trying to capitalize on it because Icy Narco is a clear-cut Lil Pump clone industry plant. And while making this video, I
Like literal clone.
realized that my definition of industry plant may have been a little too strict. So I'm gonna bend my definition just a little bit for this section because Icy Narco did have a tiny bit of buzz before he got signed, and he also had a very similar image, but it's still pretty apparent that he's an industry plant being marketed towards a certain audience, and here's why. So Icy Narco began making music in 2016, back when he looked like a normal kid, but he didn't really get much attention. Throughout 2017, he changed his sound and style to be
Unironically wearing clout goggles. That's crazy. I actually have those, but I never wear them in videos because I'm like, this is too cringe. This is way too cringe.
that of a Lil Pump or some other
Pretty interesting to see artist booking rates. Okay, we're gonna have to look at this after. Let me just grab that.
trendy Florida rapper. His music was very mediocre, but the sound was trendy, so he did garner a small fan base. Songs like You, Viagra, Niagara, and more helped
Viagra, Niagara.
him grow his audience. Because he was already
That's a crazy name.
appealing to the Lil Pump type of audience, the label he would eventually sign with didn't have to do much to alter his image. It was already there. They would do some other inauthentic, cringy stuff, but I'll get to that later. All they had to do
SpongeBob
was
plays
to
his
scoop
nose.
him up and push his mediocre music, which is exactly what happened. Icy Narco signed to 10,000 projects in late 2017 or early 2018 and instantly began blowing up. He even said himself that when he signed to 10K, he hardly had anything and had recently just moved out to LA. This is a label that's worked with artists like Ice Spice, 6ix9ine, Ian Dior, Trippie Redd, Coin, and many more. His first few songs that were released on streaming instantly blew up and he got millions of streams. Icy Narco got a No Jumper interview and was seen with many other artists like YNW Melly and Young Nudie. However, the gimmick wore off quickly and his streams immediately plummeted after his first few songs. And of course, some people were enjoying his music even before he signed, but it was very short-lived and a lot of his views were probably just from people who wanted to check out the new and blue Lil Pump. He dropped his album Winter Can Be Murder in 2019 with 10K and it performed very poorly. It seems like
I mean, that's definitely subjective. I mean, I would be thrilled to get this amount of streams.
and it performed very poorly. It seems like his label even had him link up with Gary Vee for some reason, maybe for publicity or PR, but it's clear that this was a corporate decision.
That's low, man. Linking up with Gary Vee.
Regardless, after 2019, he stopped working with 10K Records and has only released 5 songs since. The reason he didn't work out is because his style was so unoriginal and it was very obvious that the label was just trying to capitalize on this trend. Most viewers were aware of this too, with top comments like, "This guy jacked so many rappers in one track," and "XXX the smoke pump god."
The smoke pump god.
Again, I wouldn't say his music was that bad. It was decent, but it lacked any originality and it was capitalizing on a dying trend. So despite 10K Records planting him in the music industry, he failed to grow. Let me know if you have any other industry plans you'd like me to talk about.
Okay, wait, hold on. I want to hear Icy Narco. Let's see where he's at right now. 63K. All right, let's hear the newest thing he's made. Oh, he hasn't uploaded since 2021, it looks like. The Nice is his last song. He's just doing pop punk now. He's really trend riding. That's crazy. It sounds like Good Charlotte, yeah. I mean, it's all right. It's not that bad. I mean, I wouldn't listen to it, but it's not terrible. I want to hear what his other shit sounds like. The song's not bad, but it's so like derivative. Sounds like he's throwing shit at the wall. Plant, smoke perp ripoff, pump ripoff. Yeah. Okay, that was a pretty interesting video. I feel like there's gotta be more industry plants than that, right?
The Band Incorporated.